DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Baker going to give it to Irving. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Up the middle they go. Singleton. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A very solid gain of 27.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
A quick throw caught by Godwin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Give decorum on the zone read. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
That's good for a first down. A gain of 11 on the play. Result is a first down.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Results in a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. A gain of 14. Result is a first down.
Back to throw. Mendoza. Now a run here off the RPO. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Number 7, Bucky Irving. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Mayfield off the play fake. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And again, it's Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
At the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Mayfield.
2nd and 2.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They'll try it now with Irving. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Emeka Egbuka, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Next the score.
That time a 9-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think double move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Off play action. Mendoza. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
To throw is Mendoza from the gun on 3rd down. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
On the draw play, Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He's got it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Up the middle, here's Corum. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd.
And here's Mendoza. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A gain of 12 yards. Complete to Emeka Ibuka.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He was brought down at the
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's another Buccaneers.
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll set up to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Mendoza now throwing to start the drive. Now a run, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
A gain of 16 yards and a 1st down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Again, he'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this one is right through.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
That's taken in by Presley. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield on play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Mayfield keeps it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A run up the middle with Irving. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Mendoza throwing to start the drive. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake. Mendoza. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now Mendoza from the gun on third down. 9 yards that time.
And the first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Mendoza. It's caught. Humphreys. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. 28. Yards the gain there. Run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead with Corum. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And this is caught. And he does. Brian Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Coleman is in for a touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 30.
Yard gain on the play. And the first down.
Here's a handoff to Irvin. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's moving, boys, he's moving.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mayfield keeps it himself. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. Mayfield to throw it this time. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Irving. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield now. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
They'll run with Corum to begin the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Mendoza. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. And what a big-time play there. And even 60 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll run here with Corum.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Blake Corum
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Open man is Ibuka.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
It's a gain of 18. That's another.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
3rd and goal.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 results in a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Corum.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Off the bootleg, Mendoza. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Here's Bradley Pinion now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
At the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They run out of the gun with Irving.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
79 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Bucky Irving.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers get a bit closer.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
41, Buccaneers 25.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Singleton. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. To throw, Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got a Bucca. Second down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Here's Mayfield.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for our visitors, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Viking 18. Let's go. 70 Timber. Down. 70 Lion. Hut, hut. Ready? Cougar 19. Hut, hut. Here we go. Here we go. 19 time. Ready, ready. Come on, set! 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle!